Recording is in progress and we'll start the session now. So let's see who all are there. Meet is here, Savan is here, Hariom is here, Karan of course, Raj is partly here, Krupesh you're here. Sailesh and Mithil not very sure whether they are joining or not. Um, a couple of people joined in the morning already. And of course, Urvish is not here. All right. So I'll be sharing my screen soon. I want to go through two things today. Both will be parts of writing. I want to go through, we used to do essay writing, right? We've done a couple together. So I want to go back to doing that. And I also want to go back and do a couple of more emails that we had started to do. So, the kind of vocabulary to use here, what kind of structures to make. So, all of that we'll be doing it today. We'll try and cover as many topics as possible because even last week a couple of you had time and you gave the weekend exams. Many of you came back to me with one complaint that you didn't know what to write in the essays, in the emails. It was always about running out of content, being short on content. So content generation is somehow a big challenge for many of you, of course not for all of you. There are a couple of you who have sufficient content but don't have the words to express yourself again. So, whatever the problem it may be, it could be grammar, it could be content generation, it could be not having the correct words. Whatever be the problem, the solution still remains the same. That is to read as much as possible. The more topics that we read together, the more topics that we discuss together, the more topics that you listen to, the more topics that you read out loud, the better you will get, the more confident you will feel when you have a topic in front of you. Now, one thing's for
Mhm.
sure that none of these essay topics are absolutely alien. All of these topics are things that you've already heard about. They want your opinions on general matters. These matters are not something that's completely strange to you, be it education, be it transportation, be it something to do with medicine. These are things that you ought to have opinions about as grown up adults, as people who are part of the society. These are matters that you should have opinions about any which ways. So, not having content in these topics is also not a very good sign. You need to be more well read, you need to be more exposed. So, we'll try and discuss as many as possible today. Okay, great. I have Savan on my screen, big and clear. Savan, who are you making? Who's getting entertained by you right now, and how are you making people laugh by simply smiling here? I don't see you active on the chat box. How is it that people are laughing?
Every time I am
Because
laughing. So,
we know, ma'am, we know him, ma'am,
I saw
since
Krupesh also
2010.
turn off his camera for a second. He also disappeared.
Oh no, no, ma'am. Like
yes,
my
yes.
laptop was turned off.
Everybody look at you. I
My
know.
laptop
Everybody.
was
Okay. We'll let Savan take today's session. We'll give him the
Sure, sure.
content.
no, ma'am, no, no,
No? Chalo, Nilay is
no.
Only
here and
Gujarati
Sailesh
content.
is also here. We'll ask Nilay and Sailesh also. Savan wants to take today's session, guys. What should be done?
Yeah, I am fine with
Gujarati
that.
session.
See, Sailesh
Gujarati
is
session
fine.
only.
In any language, Gujarati,
Yeah.
Marathi, Punjabi,
Yeah,
English.
ma'am, would
देवा
be
ये कवर करना के एक बार
if
आराम से.
Recording is
if
already going
someone
on.
would
Yeah?
if someone would take a session, but if he will do in Gujarati, then I will in. Otherwise, allowed.
If Savan starts taking the sessions, I think the exam requirement will be dropped. You will no longer need to give exams only. Countries will
Yes,
change their
ma'am.
policies.
Definitely, they will have to.
Okay, we will share the screen now and we'll start today's session since most of you are here. A couple of you are not here. Does anybody know where Mithil is today?
Sleeping.
Sleeping? That's very unlikely. Not like him.
He every time sleep.
Sawan knows better him because maybe
Yeah?
Sawan Bhai lives with him a couple
Yes,
of months ago, right?
Oh, you lived with him.
yes.
Okay. So here's a couple of words that we will first look at. There are not too many words, there are only 14 words. And also, these words are not completely unknown to you guys. We have discussed a couple of these words before as well. Okay, it's just like a reminder that, okay, these are the words we've discussed. You know the meanings of these words. It's just to basically keep reminding you so that you are able to utilize them when you are doing your writing tasks. So we'll start here, and we've done this word a couple of times. I remember in at least 2 or 3 sessions, we've discussed the word ubiquitous. I remember spelling it out for you guys also. Ubiquitous. So, first, spellings always you need to get that right. Ubiquitous, Ubiquitous. So, ubiquitous is basically everywhere, something that's everywhere. I'll give you the exact definitions. We'll look it up together only. Don't worry about that. Ubiquitous meaning. Okay, so what do we get? Seeming to be everywhere or several places at the same time. So basically, if we want to write in our essays that something is found all over the world or something is very common. So instead of
Hmm.
common, instead of all over the world, you can write ubiquitous. See a couple of synonyms that I'm getting here. Omnipresent, ठीक है. Omnipresent तो मतलब बेसिकली हम भगवान के लिए बोलते हैं ना कि वो हर जगह होते हैं. Omnipresent. So that's a little bit different, but these are the words you can replace ubiquitous with. Pervasive, common, prevalent, widespread. Look at the contextual examples below. Cell phones are ubiquitous, हर जगह होते हैं. Cell phones are omnipresent. The technology is pervasive. That is, the technology is everywhere. Yeah, something that's a common problem. Traffic congestion, traffic jams is a ubiquitous problem. It's a common problem. It's a problem that occurs almost everywhere. So for everywhere, you all can go ahead and use the word ubiquitous. Okay, we'll write it down here. I will be sharing this document with you people. हमने जैसे डिस्कस किया वैसे ही इसका मीनिंग लिखेंगे, ठीक है? प्रेजेंट, एवरीवेयर, widespread, or common. Okay, the next word here is, yeah,
मैडम
tell me.
इसका प्रोनाउंसिएशन क्या होता है? यूबिक्विटिस.
Ubiquitous.
Ubiquitous.
Quitus. Quit बोलते हैं ना,
यूबिक्विटस.
quitus, ubiquitous. Okay. The next word here is plausible. Again, ये तो किया हुआ है, बहुत simple word है. If something is plausible, उसका meaning क्या होता है? It is
Plausible.
plausible. We did this
पॉसिबल.
possible, reasonable, जो થઈ શકે. Something that's believable. For example, आप मुझे बोलते हो मैं आपका सेशन नहीं ज्वाइन कर पाया कल because I had gone, like आप कोई रैंडम जगह की नाम बोलते हो जो बहुत दूर है. Like मुझे पता है कि ये बहाना है. It's not a plausible excuse, right? So even if you make an excuse, it has to be a. I asked Savan, like, where were you? You didn't attend the past 2 lectures. He said, okay, I spent the weekend with my friends. Plausible reason हो सकता है. He didn't say something like I came to India for 2 days. वो बोलता तो it would be like it's not a plausible excuse, right? Something that's believable, that's reasonable, उसको plausible बोलते हैं. An explanation, an argument, something that seems reasonable, something that's likely to be true, उसको plausible बोलते हैं. नीचे देखो, credible होना चाहिए, believable होना चाहिए. That is plausible. Examples here. His excuse for being late, that he ran out of gas, sounds perfectly believable, plausible. A plausible explanation is that he forgot the meeting. The detective found a possible motive for the crime. A possible motive for the crime. So, possible can happen. Yes, Karan, you have a question?
Yes, sir. So we are reading from that document, right, which you have shared a couple of days back.
No, so most of the documents that I've shared with you, you'll find that I will not only keep adding new words, but I'll be adding old words. So you might be feeling like a couple of these words are repetitions, that is by design, and you'll also find that we've added new words to it. So that document also had these words, but this is a new document.
So did you share it in the group?
Yeah, I shared it in the group. I had tagged Mithil in it because he had asked for it. I'll share it again today, don't worry.
Can you please? Thanks.
Yeah, I will, sure. Okay, no problem. Next word that you see here is mitigate. Has anybody heard
Harmful.
this word?
Harmful.
To mitigate
Harmful.
risk.
Yes, mitigate risk, but uska meaning क्या होगा?
To
Risk.
Eliminate.
reduce risk at some
Reduce,
amount or
reduce. Yeah,
yeah.
Nilay, you guessed, right?
Yes.
एब्सोल्युटली करेक्ट. मिटिगेट मतलब किसी चीज की तीव्रता कम करना, बट लाइक बेसिकली कोई नेगेटिव चीज के इंटेंसिटी को कम करना. सी, पेन, पेन को कम करना, कोई अनप्लेजेंट चीज को कम करना, टू मेक समथिंग लेस सीरियस. यहाँ हिंदी में क्या लिखा है? किसी बात की गंभीरता, पीड़ा को या आरोचकता आदि को कम करना. ठीक है. So to reduce the intensity of something, that is to mitigate, to reduce, like Nilay said, make something less severe, harmful, or painful. Tell me if the word is not clear, we can discuss again, okay? ये ऐसे में आगे मैंने यूज किया है. I'll show you. चलो, this is a word you might not have heard of, but ये किसी ने यूज किया था. आप लोगों में से किसी ने यूज किया था in a previous session. Dichotomy. One of you used this. I don't remember who it was.
Think separation, dichotomy.
Yes, you can say separation. How would you exactly define it?
I think separation or division in two different things. Or
Difference, दो चीजों के बीच का अंतर. Dichotomy.
yeah.
See, the separation that exists between two groups or things that are completely opposite to and different from each other. Um, I'll read this यहाँ नीचे जो है. A dichotomy is a sharp division between two completely opposite or mutually exclusive ideas, such as good versus evil, light versus dark, public versus private. They are all opposites, right? It splits a concept into two non overlapping parts, like the dichotomy between what a politician says and what he actually does. When you make a sentence like that, it means politician बोलते कुछ और है, करते कुछ और है. That's what it means here, right? So that's dichotomy, separation, division, split. There is a sharp dichotomy between his public image and private life. मतलब वो public में जैसा है, he is not the same in his private life, right? The film, suppose you're describing a movie, right? And movie में अच्छाई और बुराई के बीच की लड़ाई है, and you know they show good winning, something of that sort. तो आप वो मूवी को इस तरीके से बोल सकते हो, देखो, the film highlights the dichotomy between good and evil, right?
कॉन्ट्राटरी बोल सकते हैं क्या मैम?
Contrast, contrast.
कॉन्ट्रास्ट.
Yeah, contradictory.
मैम,
कॉन्ट्राडिक्टरी.
evil का मतलब क्या होता है?
Evil मतलब जो खराब है. उसको हिंदी में क्या बोलेंगे?
शैतान.
शैतान. किसने ये जवाब दिया?
Careless भाई.
Careless है ना, बुराई.
अच्छा, बुराई बुराई बुराई, दुष्ट.
डेविल मीन्स शैतान, राइट?
डेविल. चलो, अभी ये नेक्स्ट वर्ड का पहले प्रोनाउंसिएशन एंड स्पेलिंग देखो, ठीक है? ये पहले तो मैं लिख देती हूँ, एलिवेट नहीं है. एलिवेट आप लोगों को पता है, एलिवेटर, एलिवेट करना, ऊपर, राइट? ये वर्ड है एलिविएट. सी,
Alleviate.
ALLEVIATE. Again, Alleviate. It's alleviate. Any guesses for this word? Especially since you pronounced it correctly, Nilay.
No.
No?
Growth.
Reduce burden, something.
Again, reduce करना. Very nice. Meet, you have a good idea about vocab, huh? Again, किसी चीज का प्रभाव, किसी चीज की तीव्रता, intensity. See, I'll give you a very simple example. मुझे सर दुख रहा था, ठीक है? I was having a headache and I took a Crocin, जिससे मेरा पेन alleviate हो गया. यहाँ पे क्या है? The doctor gave me an injection to alleviate the pain. Let's see a couple of synonyms for alleviate. हमने ऊपर अभी किया ना, mitigate,
Mitigate.
just a couple of seconds ago. So see, these are a couple of synonyms if you want to take a look. Relieve करना, राहत, relief बोलते हैं ना. Mitigate, ease, assuage करना, allay and lessen. I think ये assuage याद रख सकते हो आप लोग. Reduce the suffering, to make a problem less severe. ये vocab आज याद रखना, नीचे के ऐसे में आएगा. You'll have more fun reading it then. I think you all should know the meaning of implication. Implications. किसी चीज का implication होना.
Results.
Results, yes.
Because of.
But from some
Natija.
negative. Yeah.
No, it's just the effect that it has, right? The
Okay.
effect that something will have. Consequences, effect.
Can we say consequences is equal to implication?
They are synonyms, yes. You can say that complications, consequences is a
Implication.
synonym for implication. You can definitely say that. But
Mhm.
there is a little bit of a nuance here. See, एक तो ये simple है, ठीक है? The effect that something will have on something, वो एक implication होता है. दूसरा, imply करना. देखो, अगर मैं कहती हूँ
Apply.
कि नहीं, apply नहीं, imply. IMPLY. imply से implication आया. अगर मैं कहती हूँ कि आज हमारे सेशन में इतने लोग हैं, मीत है, निलय है, शैलेश है, सावन है, हरिओम है, करण है, राज है, कृपेश है, और इन सब लोगों में से करण, हरिओम, सावन, राज, शैलेश, इन लोगों ने एग्जाम में चीटिंग नहीं की है. मतलब जिनका नाम मैंने नहीं लिया, मैं इनडायरेक्टली क्या इंप्लाई कर रही हूं कि उन लोगों ने चीटिंग
की है.
તમે કહેવા શું માંગો છો? What are you trying to imply?
Okay.
वो imply होता है. Imply. Implication. The implication of what she said was that we had made a big mistake. એટલે એ જે કહેવા માંગતી હતી એનો મીનિંગ એવો થયો કે અમારાથી ભૂલ થઈ હતી. Something that she would not have said directly. So that way implication has another meaning as well. यहाँ पे नीचे आप देख सकते हो, implications are sometimes the indirect results,
Indirect results.
consequences,
Indirect
or
results.
hidden meanings of an action, decision, or statement. But yes, you can use it as consequences also. Okay? चलो नेक्स्ट वाला, साइंस वाले गेस करो. You can see it on my screen. Catalyst. Anybody
Limit.
from limit? Limit nahi.
No. In Gujarati, I'm just saying to
बोलो.
this guy, Nimit.
उद्दीपक.
Again उसका मतलब समझा दो थोड़ा सा. Chemistry.
To be a part of some process.
Yes, but by being a part of that process, what do you do?
To move
फास्ट
process,
करता है ना
speedy.
प्रोसेस को.
to
हाँ.
speed up a process, to
Speed up. Yeah.
speed up a process. See, यहाँ पे catalyst का meaning है a person or a thing that causes change. You all must be aware that अभी नेपाल में there was a lot of political instability, right? A lot of protests were happening, a lot was going on in Nepal, and now Nepal has new elected leaders. You must have, if you're following the news, तो आपने देखा होगा, and they've
Well,
changed a lot of
Bangladesh.
नेपाल उन्होंने काफी
And
चीजें
Gen
चेंज.
Zs, yeah, and Gen Zs are catalyst, right?
यस, ये कौन था? मीत था?
नहीं,
Nilay.
नीलय.
एक रूपेश भट्ट.
निलय. अच्छा, निलय. So देखो, अभी they have new elected leaders.
Yeah.
They've stopped the VIP culture कि you know when VIPs come, उनके साथ बहुत सारी गाड़ियां आती है, ट्रैफिक रोक दिया जाता है. No VIP culture and all. लोगों को प्लेटफॉर्म दिया गया है जहाँ पे वो लोग गवर्नमेंट को क्रिटिसाइज कर सकते हैं. तो ये नेपाल में जो भी मतलब प्रोटेस्ट्स हुए, लोगों ने अपनी आवाज उठाई, पीपल केम टुगेदर, वो एक कैटलिस्ट बन गया इन चेंजिंग द पॉलिटिकल आउटलुक ऑफ द कंट्री. उसके वजह से शायद जो चीज होनी नहीं थी या होनी थी वो फास्टर हो गई. सो इन केमिस्ट्री बेसिकली एनी सब्सटेंस जिसको अंदर ऐड करने के वजह से द केमिकल रिएक्शन हैपन्स फास्टर, दैट इज नोन एज अ कैटलिस्ट. यहाँ पे अ पर्सन और अ थिंग दैट कॉजेस चेंज, दैट्स अ कैटलिस्ट. ठीक है? Good, Nilay, you're keeping up with the current affairs. What all did you read about this incident? क्या चल रहा है?
It was Instagram. I'm not reading anything.
It's okay, it's okay. You're looking at the right things probably. I don't know.
Yeah.
Your feed says a lot about you, right?
No.
Okay. चलो, ये तो आप लोग बोल पाओगे. Perpetuate. पहले इसका pronunciation देख लो, लिख लो. Even though you'll get this document, please write it down. It says perpetuate. परपेचुएट करना. PERPETUATE. Perpetuate. I'll give it to you. Here's what it means. I would say perpetuate means spread करना, फैलाना. See, to cause something to continue for a long time. What does it mean in simple words? To make something continue, to make something last, to make something उसको चलते रहने देना, चलते रहने देना. ठीक है? The movie perpetuates the myth that all sharks are man eaters. मतलब के it makes people believe in that myth. See, synonyms here are continue करना, maintain करना, to keep
Prolong.
something alive, sustain करके रखना, prolong करना. उसके antonyms opposites हो जाएंगे. Opposite से भी आपको word अच्छे से याद रहेगा. Perpetuate का opposite है stop, रोक देना, खत्म कर देना, abolish कर देना. Okay, so again another word that you should be able to remember. Next one, just a couple of more to go. Deterrent.
Deterrent.
पहले तो I'll ask you all one simple thing. DETER, इतने का मीनिंग क्या है? Deter.
Deter.
रोकबू.
To make somebody decide not to do something, किसी को रोकना, किसी को डिस्करेज करना, rather, right? मैं लॉ करना चाहती थी, बट देन मेरे फ्रेंड ने मुझे डराया एंड मुझे डेटर कर दिया कि यू नो दिस फील्ड इज नॉट गुड फॉर यू. रैंडम एग्जांपल है. सो टू मेक somebody decide not to do something, especially by telling them that it would have bad results, उसको बोलते हैं to discourage, to frighten away. ठीक है? So that is deterrent. that is deter करना. So when I say deterrent, what do I mean? Deterrent क्या है पहले तो? क्रियापद है, क्या है? Deter is a क्रियापद, right? Deter करना, verb. So what is this? જે વસ્તુ તમને રોકે છે એ. मैं 9 बैंड स्कोर करना चाहती थी, बट मेरी लेजीनेस एक डिटरेंट बन के रह गई. मतलब आपको बैंड्स अचीव करने में रोकने वाला कौन था? आपका लेजीनेस. एम आई राइट? सो द डिटरेंट वाज लेजीनेस. लेजीनेस ने आपको डिटर किया, हेंस इट वाज द डिटरेंट इन योर प्रोसेस. How are you, Mithil? Where have you come from?
Actually, I forgot that it's 7 o'clock. I was with my friends at the
Okay,
house, and
okay.
time passed. I didn't realize that it's already 7:15,
Then
30.
they must have been really good friends.
100%.
That's why time passes by so fast.
Yeah.
No
Who were
problem.
they?
We are recording this. Yes, someone wants to ask something. Bolo.
अब मैं तो इसका मीनिंग बताने जा रहा था, प्रोफाउंड का.
नहीं, किसी ने पूछा ना, who were they?
profound interest.
Profound बताओ
अरे
सावन. चलो, profound का मीनिंग बता दो.
इसका कुछ मोर डीपली ऐसा कुछ होता है ना.
Deep,
मोर
deep. Profound मतलब
मोर
deep,
डीप.
deep. મોર બોલોગે તો more than what? કોની જોડે તુલના થાય છે? That's what. ખાલી deep. Profound is deep, गहरा. Contentious is a nice word, guys. Spelling देख लो पहले. Contentious. Mithil, whatever you've missed, go and check the recording, okay? Because we've discussed around 10 words so far. And of course,
No
we've
problem.
discussed the synonyms, you know, couple of examples also. So take a look after the session, right?
Sure.
Now, contentious. पहले तो you know when you learn a new word, always try to ask yourself, ये क्या है? Verb है, noun है, adverb है. At least have that clear in your head. So जब मैं contentious बोलती हूँ, वो किसी की क्वालिटी होती है, ठीक है? वो एक एडजेक्टिव है, कोईનું વર્ણન થાય છે કે यार निलय बहुत contentious इंसान है. सिंपल एग्जाम्पल, ठीक है? मतलब निलय somebody जो आर्ग्यू करेगा, ही इज लाइकली टू कॉज एन आर्ग्यूमेंट. ये इशू बहुत कंटेंशियस है कि छोड़ो यार, लेट्स नॉट टॉक अबाउट पॉलिटिक्स. बहुत ही कंटेंशियस टॉपिक है, इसके बारे में बात करते हैं तो हमेशा कोई ना कोई आर्ग्यूमेंट हो ही जाता है. टॉपिक को डिस्क्राइब किया बाय यूजिंग द वर्ड कंटेंशियस. निलय को डिस्क्राइब किया बाय यूजिंग द वर्ड कंटेंशियस. सो कंटेंशियस इज एन एडजेक्टिव. What does it mean if someone is contentious? Being contentious means having a fondness for arguing, quarreling, or causing disagreement. I would not say that contentious is always a negative word. It depends on what context you are using it. There are certain topics in which I can be pretty contentious, and then there are other topics jahan pe I will not engage at all. I'm not confrontational. So it depends. Feasible पता है, चलो.
Feasible. It means it's easy for someone to do a thing.
Would easy be the correct synonym?
शक्य.
Possible.
ठीक है, you have the right idea. Possible to do. Feasible plan.
It's a feasible idea, feasible plan. It's easy to do.
Plausible and feasible में difference है, हाँ? Plausible was more on the lines of something that's possible, likely. यहाँ पे it is more on the lines of
Feasible.
possible. Again, ये तो हमने क्लास में किया है, मैंने करवाया है. Indispensable.
Most important.
Yes, it is important. Indispensable जिसके बिना आपको नहीं चलेगा. In today's modern world, cell phones have become an indispensable device. So again, yes, you're correct, Rupesh. आप important के लिए use कर सकते हो. Something that's very very important. But also उसका literal meaning होगा कि you cannot survive without it. उसके बिना नहीं चलेगा.
Okay.
Something that you cannot do without. which means something that is very important. And last one, I taught this word to you a couple of days ago. Exacerbate. इसका pronunciation भी हमने 2-3 बार किया था क्लास में. Exacerbate. याद करो, इसलिए मैं जानबूझ के repeat words
Make
करवा
it
रही
worse.
हूँ. To make a situation worse.
क्या
See,
होता है मैम उसका प्रोनाउंसिएशन?
I'll tell you. मैंने आप लोगों को एलिविएट के लिए एग्जाम्पल दिया था कि मुझे हेडेक हो रहा था, ठीक है? मैंने आराम किया और मैंने क्रोसिन लिया, तो मेरा हेडेक एलिविएट हो गया, कम हो गया. ऑन द अदर हैंड, मुझे हेडेक हो रहा था और मैंने बहुत लाउड म्यूजिक सुन लिया, उसकी वजह से मेरा हेडेक exacerbate हो गया. So alleviate and exacerbate will be opposites, ठीक है? The pronunciation who asked me would be exacerbate. Savan, I think you asked. Exacerbate, okay?
So
Exacerbate.
make things more worse, right?
To make something worse, to make an already bad situation even worse, that is exacerbate. So now that, yeah, exacerbate.
Exacerbate.
Correct. Now that we've gone through the vocab, you'll have much more fun reading the essays below. But before I move on to the essays, I'm going to stay here on this part of the screen. I want to give you all just a couple of minutes to very seriously look at the words again. Ask me if you don't know the pronunciations, because when you start reading out loud, at that time, you must know the meaning if I ask you, and you must get the pronunciation right. मैं रिपीट बार बार इसलिए ही करवा रही हूं कि आपके दिमाग में उतरे, आप इसको कहीं ना कहीं यूज कर पाओ, इम्प्लीमेंट कर पाओ. तो स्टार्ट हियर. यू कैन ऑल स्पीक आउट लाउड इफ यू वांट, मुझे कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, बट ये थरो करो, उसके बाद ही हम आगे बढ़ेंगे. स्टार्ट विद द फर्स्ट वन. इंटरनल डिस्कशन इज ऑल्सो वेरी मच अलाउड.
मिथिल भाई, what's the
इससे
first
अच्छा let's
spelling
do
pronunciation?
one thing. Mithil was not here for the first 10 words, right? तो कृपेश, आप explanation ले लो with the intention that मिथिल नहीं थे तो उनका भी cover up हो जाए. वैसे करके you start with the first one.
So the first word is ubiquitous. Present everywhere. So it means I note down as something common.
Correct. Common होना,
Just
हर जगह पे होना, या तो वाइड स्प्रेड होना. हमने काफी कुछ किया, जैसे कि ट्रैफिक जाम्स आर कॉमन
yes,
प्रॉब्लम.
traffic.
सो ट्रैफिक जाम्स आर अ यूबिक्विटस प्रॉब्लम. या
Ubiquitous
मोबाइल
problem.
फोन हर जगह है, मोबाइल फोन्स आर यूबिक्विटस. वहां पे हमने ओमनी प्रेजेंट वर्ड भी किया था, बट ओमनी प्रेजेंट लाइक वी से फॉर गॉड मिथिल, दैट यू नो गॉड इज प्रेजेंट एवरीवेयर. ओमनी प्रेजेंट. ओके, कंटिन्यू प्लीज.
And the second one is plausible. It's a plausible. It means reasonable or believable.
Believable, yes, something that seems
Believable.
possible. Yep, correct.
Yes. It's if someone's give you a kind of a reason, and for example, like a person arrives at a work late and he gives a plausible reason.
कि you know,
Or
I had a flat tire.
yes,
Possible हो सकता है. It's a plausible reason.
plausible
उसने,
reason.
हाँ,
The third one is a mitigate, to make something less severe.
ये मैंने करवाई दिया. Mitigate and alleviate साथ में आ गया, right?
Yes.
Hmm.
And the fourth one is dichotomy. So dichotomy, we can use it as a difference between two things, such as right now there are a couple of movies which gives which gives a positiveness, uh, kind kind of movieless.
Hmm? Somebody help Nilay Pitchin if you can explain dichotomy.
Splits into two, just like good, bad, light and
Hmm?
dark. Yeah, so
So
the
अभी
And
sunrise
recently
will
ये
we
be.
can
मूवी आई थी
we
ना,
can say
शायद
that
एक्चुअली
thing.
शैतान मूवी आई थी। वहां पे लाइक एक एक विलन है, एक हीरो है, वन इज इविल, वन। हैव यू ऑल सीन दैट मूवी?
No.
उसका कोई गुजराती में भी आया था। कोई भी मूवी ले
ऐसा
लो ना जिसमें अच्छाई और बुराई है। सो बेसिकली दिस मूवी shows the dichotomy between good and evil, the difference between the two, right? That's dichotomy. आप कोई दो कंट्रीज ले लो, लाइक टेक अ कंट्री दैट्स वेरी लिबरल, वेरी फ्री माइंडेड, यू नो, समवेयर जहाँ पे डेमोक्रेसी है, एंड देन टेक अनदर कंट्री
No,
जहाँ पे बिल्कुल, हाँ।
I'll give one live example.
या गो अहेड।
Yeah. Since Sawan joined the call, yeah, since we started meeting, Sawan behavior seems dichotomy. He has
डाइकोटोमस।
as he hasn't dichotomous, yeah, maybe as he has not spoken any word yet.
बट डाइकोटोमस टू व्हाट? लाइक सो यहाँ पे ऐसे
In
एग्जांपल ले सकते हैं कि कृपेश हैज बीन कॉन्स्टेंटली आंसरिंग, राइट? ही
बता
हैज बीन
yeah.
एक्टिव, अटेंटिव। सावन खाली एग्जांपल है, बुरा मत लगाना। एंड ऑन द अदर हैंड, लाइक से फॉर एग्जांपल सावन इज नॉट टॉकिंग एट ऑल, सो इट कैन बी लाइक द डाइकोटॉमी बिटवीन कृपेश's बिहेवियर एंड सावन's बिहेवियर, लाइक ऑपोजिट, डिफरेंट, दोनों अलग होना, वो डाइकोटॉमी है।
Okay.
Can we say like dichotomy between IELTS and CELPIP?
है डाइकोटॉमी? मुझे तो नहीं लगता, ये सारे एग्जाम्स एक लगते हैं मुझे तो। आई नो बहुत कंट्रोवर्शियल स्टेटमेंट हो जाएगा शायद, but yeah, if you find the exams to be opposites, you can definitely say that. Let's ask Savan, what was the dichotomy between your last two girlfriends? दोनों एक दूसरे से opposites कैसे थे? अब कोई नहीं भूलेगा ये वर्ड। बताओ दोनों के बीच की डाइकोटॉमी क्या थी, या आपके और उसके बीच की डाइकोटॉमी क्या थी? हाउ वेर यू
अलग
वुड।
गर्लफ्रेंड 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 जैसा कुछ होता है इस देश में क्या? कैसा होता
देश,
है लाइक
माय
आपके
गॉड,
लिए
गर्लफ्रेंड
आई
क्या
थिंक
कौन?
नहीं
होता है?
होता होगा, हमारे तो थी भाई।
अभी सावन के साथ बहुत लंबा डिस्कशन हो जाएगा, छोड़ देते हैं, है ना?
Hmm.
उसका कुछ अलग में रखेंगे कुछ सेशन वगैरह।
We'll have a social meetup.
It has been a pressing issue.
Has it? Savan and his love life has been a pressing issue.
बता बिल्लो।
Could be.
Chalo, we'll get into that someday.
नथिंग।
Okay. Chalo, implications. Quickly देख लो आप लोग, guys, देख लो. I'll stay on mute so you all can go through really quickly. अपने आप देख लो सब लोग, so we don't waste a lot of time. I want to go ahead, right? देख लो. सावन को मैंने नहीं मिलवाया ना किसी से? आप आ जाओ,
नहीं नहीं
नहीं
किस
तो
એટલે આ હરિઓમ ભાઈ ને क्या तो अच्छा वाला मिथुन पहला गया तो
hey, Savan, there you go. See, somebody came to say hi to you on my screen.
मिथुन भाई।
ये मिथिल है?
नहीं अरे मैं तो मिथुन भाई को हाय कर रहा
तो this is my child.
हूँ। ओ सही है।
You want to meet Savan? नहीं? अच्छा चल, चलो, let's go ahead, guys. Alleviate implications, catalyst, perpetuate, deterrent, profound, contentious, feasible, indispensable, exacerbate. Now, here's the first topic in front of us. Many people rely heavily on online reviews before making purchases. Do the advantages outweigh the disadvantages? सो आपको ऑब्वियसली एडवांटेजेस भी बताने हैं एंड डिसएडवांटेजेस भी बताने ही है, एंड देन यू हैव टू डिसाइड, आर द एडवांटेजेस मोर, do the advantages outweigh the disadvantages? I'll read the topic again. Many people rely heavily on online reviews before making purchases. Do the advantages outweigh the disadvantages? Okay, I'll read the first paragraph and then one of you will repeat the same thing after me. Let's start with the introduction. In recent years, online reviews have become a ubiquitous
Ubiquitous.
aspect of consumer decision making. So that means everywhere around the world, people are looking at reviews before making consumer decisions, right? Everywhere. It's become a very common aspect, a ubiquitous aspect, an aspect that is everywhere. I'll repeat the
So,
sentence again. In recent
ma'am,
years, yes.
uh, so is there any so here like online reviews have become an
Uh, uh, uh,
ubiquitous
uh, uh,
or
uh,
ubiquitous?
ubiquitous.
Okay.
Okay. In recent years, online reviews have become a ubiquitous aspect of consumer decision making, influencing purchasing behavior. ये आप लिख के रखो कहीं पे, purchasing behavior. Influencing purchasing behavior across a wide range of industries. Now, though opposite viewpoints, while some argue that they empower consumers, कुछ लोगों का कहना ये है कि रिव्यूज पढ़ने के वजह से कंज्यूमर्स बिकम पावरफुल, उनको और नॉलेज मिलता है, राइट? दे आर एबल टू मेक द करेक्ट डिसीजन. सो while some argue that they empower consumers, others contend, हमने contentious word किया ना ऊपर, contend करना, to challenge, to argue, others contend that they may distort judgment. What is the meaning of distort? कोई चीज को distort करना मतलब
break,
fake करना,
खत्म
break,
खत्म
break,
करना।
break, okay, जो नहीं है वो दिखाना, गलत दिखाना,
distorted. Yeah.
डिस्टॉर्ट करना, गलत दिखाना. सो ये दोनों ऑपोजिट व्यू पॉइंट्स हुए, राइट? सम पीपल से दैट इससे कंज्यूमर्स एम्पावर होते हैं, बट अदर्स आर सेइंग दैट नहीं, इससे हमारा जजमेंट डिस्टॉर्ट होता है, हम गलत जजमेंट लेते हैं. सो अदर्स कंटेंड दैट दे मे डिस्टॉर्ट जजमेंट. Now, this essay will examine both perspectives before presenting a balanced view. Nile, let's read the intro paragraph.
In recent years, online reviews have become a ubiquitous aspect of consumer decision making, influencing purchasing behavior across a wide range of industries. While some argue that they empower consumers, others contend that they may distort judgment. This essay will examine both perspectives before presenting a balanced view.
All right, very nice. Now let's move on to the next paragraph. ठीक है? In the next paragraph, I think, yeah, we'll go ahead and talk about how these reviews are important, how they are useful to us. And we should be looking at reviews. So basically, the advantages of online reviews. So please pay attention. On the one hand, it is entirely plausible to suggest that online reviews serve as a valuable source of information. They act as a catalyst for informed decision making by providing insights from previous customers. वो एक कैटलिस्ट बन जाता है, राइट? आपके डिसीजन मेकिंग प्रोसेस को स्पीड अप करता है. It helps that, it supports that. So they act as a catalyst for informed decision making by providing insights from previous customers. In many cases, they are indispensable, extremely important, cannot do without. Okay, in many cases, they are indispensable for individuals seeking to avoid substandard products. लो क्वालिटी प्रोडक्ट्स, ये वर्ड भी लास्ट सेशन में हमने किया है. सब स्टैंडर्ड, पुअर क्वालिटी, बिलो एवरेज क्वालिटी. सो ये जो रिव्यूज है, in many cases they are indispensable for individuals seeking to avoid substandard products or services. Furthermore, negative reviews can act as a deterrent, discouraging consumers from making poor choices. जब आप बहुत सारे नेगेटिव रिव्यूज पढ़ोगे, then you will become discouraged. वो रिव्यूज एक डिटरेंट बन जाएंगे, आपको रोकने वाली चीज बन जाएगी, राइट? It will act as a deterrent, discouraging consumers from making poor choices, and thus and thereby helping them mitigate, reduce, helping them mitigate potential financial loss. We'll read this paragraph twice, once Mithil and then once Karan. Let's go.
On the one hand, it is entirely plausible to suggest that online reviews serve as a valuable source of information. They act as a catalyst for informed decision making by providing insights from previous customers. In many cases, they are indispensable for individuals seeking to avoid substandard products or services. Furthermore, negative reviews can act as deterrent, discouraging consumers from making poor choices and thereby helping them mitigate potential financial loss.
Very nice. Karan, can you take it up from here? Yeah.
Yes. On the one hand, it is entirely plausible to suggest that online reviews serve as a valuable source of information. They act as a catalyst for informed decision making by providing insights from previous customers. In many cases, they are indispensable for individuals seeking to avoid substandard products or services. Furthermore, negative reviews can act as a deterrent, discouraging consumers from making poor choices and thereby helping them mitigate potential financial loss.
All right. Now we'll move on to the next paragraph, which is a dichotomy to the previous paragraph. Uska ulta hai, right? Uska opposite, where we'll talk about how these reviews are not helpful. They might actually, make you take wrong decisions. Let's see. On the other hand, the reliability of such reviews remains highly contentious, something that you can argue about. This is not undeniable. हमने आगे एक word किया था undeniable, right? But यहाँ पे contentious. You never know what if the review is fake, right? So misleading or fabricated. Fabricated मतलब बनाया हुआ, ठीक है? Misleading मतलब आपको गलत रास्ते पे ले जाने वाला. Misleading or fabricated feedback can perpetuate false perceptions. परसेप्शन मतलब आपके दिमाग में जो इंप्रेशन है, તમારા धारणा हो, એને परसेप्शन કહેવાય. सो ये जो है मिसलीडिंग या तो फैब्रिकेटेड फीडबैक जो है, ये दोनों चीजें क्या कर सकती है? ये दोनों चीजें मेंटेन कर सकती है, पुश कर सकती है, स्प्रेड कर सकती है गलत कंसेप्शंस को, गलत परसेप्शंस को, ठीक है? Now, ultimately leading consumers astray. Astray मतलब गलत रास्ते पे चले जाना, भटक जाना. If you go astray मतलब आप गलत पाथ पे चले गए या आप भटक गए, उसको going astray बोलते हैं. Stray off कर जाना from the main path. I will repeat this sentence. Misleading or fabricated feedback can perpetuate false perceptions, ultimately leading consumers astray. This creates a dichotomy between genuine experiences and manipulated opinions. In some instances, over dependence, over reliance on reviews may even exacerbate indecision. So basically you are already confused and आप शायद अलग अलग रिव्यूज पढ़ के और भी कंफ्यूज हो रहे हो, सो आपका जो इनडिसीजन है इट कुड बी exacerbated, right? So over reliance on reviews may even exacerbate indecision, as conflicting viewpoints make it difficult to arrive at a clear conclusion. These challenges carry significant implications for consumer trust and market transparency. Let's have two people read this paragraph. One, Krupesh, I see you here, and then Meet, Krupesh and Meet, one by one. Chalo.
Yeah, sure.
Sorry, over here.
On the other hand, the reliability of such reviews remains highly contentious. Content.
Contentious.
Oh, sorry.
Hmm?
I'm starting from the first. On
Yeah,
the
no
other hand,
problem.
the reliability of such reviews remains highly contentious.
Contentious.
Yeah, contentious. Okay. Misleading or fabricated feedback can perpetuate a false perception. Okay, sorry.
Hmm.
Perpetuate false perception,
Hmm.
ultimately leading consumers astray. This creates a dichotomy between genuine experience and manipulated
Hmm.
opinions. In some instances, over-reliance on reviews may even exacerbate indecision, as conflicting viewpoints make it difficult to arrive at a clear conclusion. These
Hmm.
challenges carry significant implications for consumer trust and market transparency.
Okay. Now, let's go ahead. Who wants to read next? Meet, yes.
On the other hand, the reliability of such reviews remains highly contentious. Misleading
Contentious.
or contentious
Hmm.
remains highly contentious. Misleading or fabricated feedback can perpetuate false perceptions, ultimately leading consumers astray. This creates a dichotomy between genuine experiences and manipulated opinions. In some instances, over-reliance on reviews may even exacerbate
Hmm.
indecision, as conflicting viewpoints make it difficult to arrive at a clear conclusion. These
Okay.
challenges carry significant implications for consumer trust and market transparency.
All right. Next paragraph here. We can have Hariom and Sailesh take it up from here till the end. Okay. So here's where your viewpoint comes in. You were supposed to say whether the advantages are more than the disadvantages. So what we say here is that from a more balanced perspective, हम एकदम balanced नजरिए से देखें तो perspective मतलब नजरिया होता है, right? From a more balanced perspective, while online reviews are not without flaws. So यहाँ पे ये word आता है flaws, मैं यहाँ लिख रही हूँ. Flaw का मतलब होता है कोई कमी, कोई कोई something that is lacking. Flaw का opposite होता है flawless. Flawless means perfect. I hope you all knew this already. So flaw is
Yes.
basically koi khami, something that's wrong. Flawless is without any flaws. तो उसको बोलते हैं perfect. तो यहाँ पे यही कहा जा रहा है कि while online reviews are not without flaws, ऐसा नहीं है कि ऑनलाइन रिव्यूज में कोई फ्लॉज नहीं होते हैं, but they remain a feasible and practical tool when used wisely,
Wise.
judiciously. Again, we've done it, right? Judiciously. By cross checking, समझदारी से guys, judiciously, समझदारी से. By cross checking multiple sources, consumers can alleviate, reduce, can alleviate the risks associated with biased information and make more informed choices. In conclusion, although online reviews can sometimes be misleading, okay, their overall impact is profound and largely beneficial. When approached critically, they serve as a powerful resource in modern consumerism. So basically, you are saying that nahi, advantages are more than disadvantages, bhale disadvantages bhi ho. So let's start off with Sailesh bhai and then move on to Hariom. Here.
Okay. From a more balanced perspective, while online reviews are not without flaws, they remain a feasible and practical tool when used judiciously. By cross-checking multiple sources, consumers can alleviate the risk associated with biased information and make more informed choices. In conclusion, although online reviews can sometimes be misleading, their overall impact is profound and largely beneficial. When approached when approached critically, they serve as a powerful resource in modern consumerism.
Very
Consumerism.
nice. Very nice. Hariom, let's go.
From a more balanced perspective, while online reviews are not without flaws, they remain a feasible and practical tool when used judiciously. By cross checking multiple sources, consumers can alleviate the risks associated with biased information and make more informed choices. In conclusions, in conclusion, although online reviews can sometimes be misleading, their overall impact is profound and largely beneficial. When approached critically, they serve as a powerful resource in modern consumerism.
All right. Very nice. Bravo, guys. Good. Now, what I've done is for homework, I've selected another topic. ठीक है? ये right below this, of course, sample answer है. Of course, मैं आप लोग को दे ही दूंगी. आप लिखने के पहले पढ़ भी लोगे तो कोई बात नहीं. It's completely fine. I've always said that the more you read, वो आपको एग्जाम में कहीं ना कहीं बेनिफिट ही करेगा. ठीक है? So read करके इंस्पायर होना. I don't see that as copying. या instead I see कि वो तो necessary imitation है. आपको करना ही चाहिए. So the topic here is very simple. Some people believe that working from home is more effective, remote work, right? While others think working in an office is better. Discuss both views and give your opinion. Of course, it depends on the profession that you are in, the kind of work that you do. But naturally, here we are talking about assuming anything that could be done from office or from home. The comparison, the dichotomy between remote work and then working on site. So here again, you will discuss both opinions. You will talk about the pros and cons of both, and then there will be a paragraph where you'll express your opinion. What do you prefer and why? And then finally your conclusion. I have written a sample answer for this. In this sample answer also, I have made it a point to use all the 14 words that we did above. आप देखोगे ये दोनों टॉपिक्स के सैंपल्स में मैंने ऊपर किए यूज किए गए सीखे गए सारे 14 के 14 वर्ड्स यूज किए हुए हैं सो दैट आप उसको एक्चुअली सीख पाओ. इट्स नॉट दैट आप खाली वो वर्ड का मीनिंग समझ गए एंड हो गया. यू नीड टू बी एबल टू नो हाउ टू यूज दैट वर्ड, राइट? सो इन ऑर्डर टू शो यू मैंने ये दोनों सैंपल्स में सारे वर्ड्स यूज किए हैं. Understand your homework clearly. You will all send me a recording of you reading this topic along with the sample answer. ये हमारा standard homework रहा है. When I listen to your recording, I'm always trying to listen to whether you got the pronunciation right, whether you were able to read through the punctuation marks or not. आप जिस तरीके से रीड करते हो उससे मुझे ये भी समझ में आ जाता है कि आप अंदर का कंटेंट समझे हो कि नहीं. even that becomes obvious in the manner that you read. ठीक है? So of course एक दो बार practice कर लेना, मन में पढ़ लेना, and then you can send me your recording. Apart from the recording, this time I want you to write a sample so that I can check each one of yours writing. We'll see. We've done a couple of writings together now, so I want to see how you all are performing. That's very important. Okay. I have another document जिसमें मैंने इस तरीके से vocab के साथ letters prepare किए हैं, emails prepare किए हैं, but this much will suffice for today. We've done 14 words, we've done one sample. I've given you a homework also. I'm going to stop sharing my screen here. I'll come back to you all. I think you can all also relax a little bit now. You don't need to be glued to your screens or notebooks. You can sit back. Let's very quickly go over one by one. I'll start with Hariom since you're the first person on my screen. Hariom, tell me something that you really liked about this weekend. Anything?
Hmm.
Sabha.
Weather.
Give me more.
Uh, the weather was very pleasant, and it also made me gloomy. Uh,
But gloomy is sort of sad, depressed.
oh, gloo I thought it is.
Normally when it's बहुत ही over clouded, it's very बहुत सारे clouds है, but then some people enjoy that weather also. It depends, ऐसा जरूरी नहीं है, but yeah, gloomy
Mhm,
is kind of feeling a little sad, feeling low. So that weather probably energized you, made you feel
yeah.
positive.
Hmm.
What was the weather like? Tell me about the weather.
So it was little bit sunny compared to the colder days that we have in past. So I decided to walk around my house, and there is also a park nearby. I went over there, and it was like first walk of this season. So yes,
Okay,
it was pretty much good. And today again, it is a little bit cold outside. So I'm
okay,
waiting for more summer days like that in
okay.
future.
So basically, throughout the weekend, you had relatively warmer and sunnier days, right? And you
Yes.
enjoyed it. You spent a lot of time outdoors.
Mhm.
Normally, what's your favorite kind of weather? Like, okay, apart from a bright and sunny day, what other kind of weather do you prefer?
I prefer I prefer rainy atmosphere,
Mm-hmm.
but only if I am inside the car. Like I don't like to walk or stay outside while it's raining, but I prefer to go long drive while it's raining, because it just like old songs, and that
Hmm.
rainy season, like rainy weather, it gives me pleasure.
Okay.
With
So
whom?
as long as you are protected by the elements, you enjoy the rainy weather, right?
Yes.
You've taken Savan with you on a long drive because he's smiling so happily listening to that.
No, that's why I'm asking to him with whom.
I thought you because you were smiling.
No,
No?
you already
Okay.
understand.
Yeah, I'm sure. So, Hariom, apart from that, what did you study over the weekend? What kind of practice did you manage to do?
Actually, it was my exam on the last weekend, like on the Sunday.
Yes.
So I didn't
On
get any
Sunday.
time.
The nahi, ha.
Yes,
On Sunday.
on Sunday. Yeah, I didn't get any time to do preparation on Sunday, because it was like since morning I was there until 2 o'clock, and yeah, it went well, and I might get results maybe within 2-3 days.
Okay. What are you anticipating?
Yes,
What kind of scores do you think you might get?
I I haven't uh, given a thought on it, and I don't want to think. I will just wait patiently and see what will happen.
Very nice. Good. Good to have
Because
that approach.
because every time it is good according to me, but
Mm-hmm.
but what matters in the exam is that the person who's taking the exam, it has to make sense to
So
him or
this
her
time
more.
अच्छा था बोल के you don't want to jinx it. देखो मैं चैट में भेज रही
हाँ
हूँ. You don't want to JINX jinx it. मतलब नजर नहीं लगानी है. I don't want to jinx it. Fingers crossed. Right?
हाँ
Okay,
Yes.
chalo, very nice. Mithil, tell us about what you were doing with your friends that made you forget about the session. What kind of conversation were you all engrossed in?
Actually, it was not friends. One of my friend came to my house because he was completely sore, and I am very good in giving the massage.
Okay,
So I gave him the shoulder massage and head massage. I put some oil onto
okay,
his head, and then we were having a talk. After that, I just made a tea for him, and we tea for both of us,
okay.
and we had a tea and puffed rice. And
Hmm?
by doing that, I didn't even realize that it's already like 7:20. We sat at like 6:30. I said 30 minutes, it's okay, we will be finished. But then after, when I asked what's the time, what is the time, because I was not having mobile phone with me, it was in
Okay,
charging. So he said it's 7:20, and I rushed to my room and saw the message, and immediately
joined. Okay.
turn on the laptop and joined the meeting.
No, but you did something good for somebody, right? Somebody who gives a
Yeah,
massage professionally, उनको
actually,
बोलते हैं masseuse. You must be aware
Masoos,
about
yes.
masseuse. I also enjoy giving massages to people. I myself find it very, very relaxing because you make
Hmm,
people feel good. They feel so relaxed. I
exactly.
myself enjoy doing that. You were saying something. Go ahead, please.
So actually, I made tea 4 times in last 2 hours, in couple of hours. Initially, I just made for myself, and then one of my friend called me that I'm coming to her house just to
Hmm?
have chit chat. I made tea for him,
Have nahi,
and
just
as
to
soon
chit
as I
chat. Just to have chit chat.
yeah,
Nahi, I'm coming over just to catch up. I'm coming
just
over
to
to
chit
catch
chat,
up.
yeah, just to catch up, yeah. And then as soon as the tea was made, at that particular time, one friend called me. He is also coming. I have to make another time. And then like after making tea for two people, then again one person from my house, one friend of from my house who is living in basement, he came up and he said, I will drink tea. I said okay.
Who?
Then I made tea again, so 3 time I made tea, and I was like, okay, patient, don't do anything stupid.
You've earned a lot of brownie points today. Given
Yeah,
people a massage,
i
made tea
never
for people.
I never made tea 4 times like
I think
within a
Raj
span
has
of
sent
this.
us a message. I'm coming, Mithil Bhai. Please make tea. Raj is
Yeah, for
coming over
sure.
now.
He
Great.
always do like this. I'm coming in 10 minutes. Make one
Hariom
like,
too. Okay. I think
but
your
after this
your
lecture.
your place seems like the social hub for everybody to come and hang out.
Uh the only thing is I can say I don't have any traits in me. That's what I believe. But only one thing, that everyone is very, very, very friendly. They don't think anything. They will just be. They will just come and talk with me
So
without any
इसमें
hesitation.
आप
Because
खुद को ऐसे डिस्क्राइब कर सकते हो, आई एम अ वेरी अप्रोचेबल पर्सन. मेरे पास
yes,
आना, मेरे से बात करना, मुझे अप्रोच करना is easy. Some people are not
very
very
easy.
approachable. You see them and then you feel like, नहीं यार ऐसे नहीं जाएंगे इसके पास. You're not comfortable. But then other people you automatically feel very comfortable to go, right? So see, I
Yeah,
feel like Savan is very approachable. If I come to Canada, I would go to his
correct.
house first, right? Chalo,
Yeah.
Savan, I've been safe space. Nice, Hariom. I've been curious to hear about your weekend, Savan. I think it was your birthday as well. So, if I'm not wrong, belated happy birthday.
Thank you,
Was
thank you.
it? Okay. Now tell us how you spent your weekend. You look very refreshed.
Yeah, firstly I went with my friend and we both went in the downtown and we had dinner at Punjabi chap,
Okay.
and my friend uh, paid bill
My
behalf
friend,
of
my friend treated me to the dinner.
treated me,
Mm-hmm.
and then we both went to
Hmm.
uh, their house,
His house, right? We
his
both
house,
went to
yes,
his house.
his house, and then we did lots of fun and we played
इसमें है
game.
ना did मत बोलो. We had a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun.
Okay, we had a lot of fun,
Hmm.
such as played games and played crickets and
Hmm?
uh, ate paneer curry
Okay,
and paratha
okay.
and yeah, that's it. And we enjoy a lot in
So you
the
met, you caught up, you had good food, cool. You relaxed,
yeah,
you enjoyed each other's company, am I right?
yes, yes,
Okay, was this a good friend, a friend from India, or somebody you met after going there?
from India.
From India. What is
Boy
that?
or girl?
That smile
हाँ,
exactly that
तेरे
prompted
को
the question.
जोर जोर से बोल के गांव को स्कीमें बता दे.
Who was that, Krupesh? No, but your smile gave you away already. कोई कुछ बोले या ना बोले, your smile only gave you away.
अरे
But ठीक है. चलो. So next person here on my screen, Nilay. Nilay, talk to us about your weekend. Just everything that you might have, done.
For me, it was nothing special, but it was as usual. On Saturday, yeah, I had some plan.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I finished my plan chores, and
Hmm.
yeah, weekly chores also had to complete, like put need to put the clothes in laundry. So I
Hmm.
laundry my clothes, and
I had to do my
I'll
laundry.
I had to do my laundry, and
Okay.
I finished that. And maybe in evening we had some fun,
Hmm.
prepare food together, and after having a dinner, we played
After
cards.
having वगैरह
Uh,
लगाने की जरूरत ही नहीं है. After
okay,
dinner. After dinner.
okay. After dinner, we played cards,
Okay.
and on Sunday I visited Cambridge to my sister,
Okay.
and yeah, we visited to a restaurant.
Okay. Sounds like a nice, well-rounded weekend where you enjoyed a lot of things.
Not really, but
But you had a good time, a
it
pleasant
was,
time, right?
yeah, yeah. I had a pleasant time as it was already
Weekends,
planned.
yeah.
So yeah, everything was planned. So
Weekends are not always very excitable, right? Sometimes it's about getting your extra work done. Sometimes it's about social obligations. Sometimes it's about not doing anything and catching up on much needed rest and sleep. Sometimes it's just spending time with family. All of that is what the
yeah,
weekend is. I know some people travel a lot, some people go out, some people are outdoorsy, but everybody does something different. ठीक है.
yes.
Let's check in on Sailesh now. You were not here on Friday, I think. You were not well, Sailesh bhai, last week?
Friday I joined late actually. I had joined last 30-40 minutes, I believe.
Yes, yes, yes. And then even before that, you were not well, I suppose, right?
Mm, one day I was not there.
Okay. So
I
how's your
remember,
health
I
now,
think,
though?
yeah, I'm good. Actually, it was because of some hectic work schedule. I had a DR drill at my location,
Okay.
servers which provide support to our system.
Okay.
That is a disaster recovery. That means we have a set of servers. We transfer our applications pointer to one servers to another servers
Mm-hmm.
just to check in case if some days our working servers or databases crash down, then users must not face outage.
Okay, okay, okay. Great. So what was your weekend like? What were you up to?
So weekend, Saturday morning, I had wake up bit early
I
than my
woke up
regular.
a bit early, woke up.
I woke up bit early than my regular time.
Hmm.
We had one session on AI
Okay.
at Temple
Oh.
where many our mates were there, our colleagues were there, I would say,
Mm-hmm.
and session was conducted by our senior. person like Kinchit Bhai and some other people who are very expert in IT.
All right.
So they given high level overview on how AI is evolving the IT industry and
Okay.
how can we start learning AI.
Mm-hmm.
So they have shown different tools. And then I also given one demo which I had done in my organization.
All right.
That was the morning in Saturday, and then afternoon I was sleeping actually for 2 to
Okay.
3 hours. I taken rest, and Sunday I hadn't done any major activity
तो अगेन यहाँ
because
पे ना आई टेकन रेस्ट की जगह आई रेस्टेड लाइक जब आप वो
I
वर्ड को
rested
अपने
Saturday
आप में एज अ
afternoon.
वर्ब यूज कर
Mm.
सकते हो ना वी डोंट नीड टू ऐड समथिंग राइट आई रेस्टेड ऑन सैटरडे आफ्टरनून ठीक है
Yeah, and Saturday evening I don't remember correctly, but I think I had gone through the web series.
ओके
Yeah, I watched a web series. I
व्हिच
forgot the name. It was Muse. What was the name? Actually, it is the Muhammad of Zeus.
ओके ओके मोसेस
Uh, Moses. Moses. Yes,
ओके
yes, yes.
ओके ओके
There were 3 episodes actually, so I was excited because 3 and 4 episodes are easy to complete in a single. I mean, once we start, we can complete all three
यस
episodes in a
यस
single night. Otherwise, it's become early morning
you
4
can
4
binge
a.m.
watch right so when you
Yes.
have a limited series you can kind of finish the whole thing in one sitting okay
I was able to finish in one sitting. So as usual, Sunday I woke up around 11 a.m. in the morning. I would
hmm?
say I don't know
So
in the morning or
I
afternoon.
afternoon yeah I slept in उसको बोलते हैं on Sunday morning I slept in and woke up around 11
Woke up around 11, and then I have done few normal day to day, or not I would say day to day, but weekly activities like
hmm?
do the groceries, and
Of course
then evening we went for uh, spiritual gathering at temple. That's what that's how my weekend was.
okay Chalo, I'm going to stop the recording here. I totally forgot to stop the recording before we started talking, but it's okay. फिर थोड़ा लंबा हो जाता है, no problem. I'll stop the recording. Before I do that, we'll remind you of the homework again. I know we did a little bit of extra speaking towards the end today, but that is because मैंने कल के लिए आप सबके लिए एक list of questions तैयार कर रखे हैं. Tomorrow when we join Zoom, I'll be giving all of you your regular tasks, okay? Whatever tasks you need to do. And then we'll be going into separate breakout rooms and we'll be doing one on one individual speaking tomorrow. And I wanted you all to have a little bit of a warm up kind of thing today. So tomorrow is not suddenly overwhelming for you all. But yeah, we will be looking into speaking tomorrow. A lot of you require feedback and each one of you have different kinds of flaws आपके strengths अलग है आपके weaknesses अलग है so I'll guide you all individually tomorrow come prepared for that yes Savan you've raised your hand you have a question
Yes, it is in morning or evening.
this time ये यही time पे the first session that I take उसमें मैं test करवाती हूँ and then when you all rejoin काफी लोग दोनों session में आते हैं right यहाँ पे we do something of this sort so कल का task क्या है वो मैं कल बताऊंगी ठीक है
So
and
I
we'll do
will
it
be
here
attend. I will
yeah
be
yeah
attend morning and then I.
sure let me just stop recording फिर हम बात करते हैं so thank you all